Good morning, students. Welcome to SRBPS Virtual Classrooms. I am Archana Jha, your English educator to teach you English. Students, you may create a world of fantasy not to escape from the reality, but to make it real and stay there. With this note, let's start our new chapter. Book Vistas, the third level, written by Jack Finney. Now, Jack Finney was born on 2nd October 1911 in United States. He died on 14th November 1995 in California, United States. Jack Finney, whose original name was Walter Braden Finney, the author of the time travel novel Time and Again and the science fiction thriller The Body Snatcher, first showed interest in time travel in his short story collection The Third Level. Finney specialized in works of science fiction and thrillers that won him a large number of admirers. So today we are going to study about the third level. Let's learn about its theme. The third level is a story that weaves together a psychological journey of the narrator into past, present and moves towards future. There is always a natural human tendency to constantly move between the past, the present and the future. Past, present, and future are strategically and organically connected. Man is mortal and has many good and bad aspects of life like love, profit, loss, good, bad, etc. All these aspects tend to affect the human mind. Then, existential worries act like a catalyst for making the human mind constantly move between the past, the present, and the future. The third level is a story of human mind caught in this cycle of time. When people in the present time want to escape the problems and stress of life, they feel that life 50 or 60 years ago was relaxed and they want to go back to that time for peace and happiness. Let's go for summary of this chapter. Charlie, the character of this chapter. Charlie is convinced that there are three, not just two levels in Grand Central Station. Charlie's psychiatrist friend Sam Winner and his other friends think his delusion is a waking dream wish fulfillment and, like his stamp collection, a temporary refugee from a world full of insecurity, fear, war, and worry. Charlie describes how one evening while hurrying home from office, he decides to take the subway from Grand Central Station and gets lost. He eventually finds himself on a strange third level with spittoons, gaslights, an ancient locomotive, and people whose appearance and clothes look strange. He realizes that he has somehow gone back in time to 1894, which is confirmed by the newspaper's lead story on President Cleveland. Charlie tries to buy tickets to Galesburg, Illinois, is a wonderful town with big, old frame houses, huge lawns, and tremendous trees, and where summer evenings were twice as long and people lived in peace and harmony. But the clerk won't accept his 1950 currency and so he leaves the station. During his lunch break the next day, Charlie withdraws nearly all his savings and buys old style currency to buy tickets to Galesburg in of 1894. But he can never again find the entrance to the third level at Grand Central Station. Charlie finds evidence that the third level actually exists when he discovers a letter dated July 18, 1894, addressed to his grandfather at Galesburg, Illinois, from his psychiatrist Sam Winner, who it seems was not skeptical of the third level as he had disappeared. This is the picture of the 28th Century Limited, which was an express passenger train. Now here is a view of the balcony of Grand Central Station taken between 1913 and 1930. This is where the Apple store is located today. And this is the view of one of the many arched corridors in Grand Central Station taken in 1912. The main character Charlie walked down on one of these corridors on his way to the third level. This clock is just for the information added here. The clock above the Grand Central Terminal information booth still ticks off the time 100 years after it was built. The world's largest terminal covers 49 acres with 33 miles of track. Over 700,000 people pass through the terminal every day, and it operates over 700 trains per day. Now let's learn about the personalities referred to in the chapter. President Roosevelt, born on January 30, 1882 and died on April 12, 1945. President remained from 1933 to 1945. He was 32nd president, re-elected 3 times, 1936, 1940, 1944, and he died in harness. Now the second personality is President Grover Cleveland, born on March 18, 1837, the only president of America born in New Jersey. He is the 22nd and 24th president of America. He died on June 24, 1908. Now the next personality is President James Garfield, born on 19th November 1831 and died in 1881. He was the 20th President of America and died in harness. Now these personalities are mentioned just to make his fiction realistic, and in order to convince reader that he is talking about that particular time period. Referring to Cleveland, he supported his answer when he wanted to prove that third level was the place where he reached, and it was about time of 1894, right? So now let's learn about main characters of this chapter. Charlie is the protagonist of the story. He is super sensitive and highly imaginative character who indulges in fights of fancy. He is a loving husband who likes to rush back home immediately after office to be with his wife Louisa. He is a modern man who is caught in the unwanted pulls and pressures of life and wants to escape the turbulence associated with it. The second character is of Louisa. Louisa is Charlie's wife. She is a simple lady. Like most women, she refuses to accept any criticism, even if it happens to be positive and rational one. The psychiatrist's observation that her husband was unhappy angers her, and she challenges it. She takes this comment as a personal attack on wifely care, and she feels kind of mad. She is a loving and caring wife. When Charlie talks to her about his predicament regarding the third level, she gets pretty worried and advises him not to look for third level anymore. Next character is of Sam Winner. Sam Winner is psychiatrist friend of Charlie. He is a man of thoroughbred professional and doesn't mince words where his patients are concerned. Later in the story, he is affected by pulls and pressures of the modern life and thus becomes a victim of escapism. Though he knows that this is not true, his subconscious mind seeks an escape route. Thus, in the end of the story, He too discovers the third level of Grand Central and escapes to Galesburg of 1894. That is all about today's chapter. So we learned about theme of the chapter, summary of the chapter, and characters of the chapter. Hopefully you all have understood this. I have shared difficult words with meaning in your Dropbox, and some of the question answers are also discussed there. That is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice time.